Welcome back, Dynoists. It's been a while since we last met. Let's see what you guys have been up to. So I saw this post, it said, broke my ankle for this one. And I thought, he was just being dramatic, right? It was a funny, haha, I fell on this dyno. Did a dyno out of a knee bar in a game of add-on the day before and decided to record it for the Insta the day after. Did not make it the second time, completely destroyed my ankle and had to get surgery. He then follows it up with these pictures of his pre and post-surgery ankle. So not only was he not embellishing, it actually looks worse than he made it sound in his post. The only thing is, I don't know how to read x-rays, so any of my, radiologists watching, I don't think that's what radiologists do. I'm pretty sure radiologists do, what the fuck does a radiologist do? Whatever the x-ray techs are called, the people who look at x-rays, that looks above the ankle. Isn't the ankle down in the joint area? I don't know. That looks like he just broke his leg. I will say, I do like the dyno out of the knee bar. It's pretty cool. Rough landing. Oh my God, wait a second. I may have found, at first when I watched it, I didn't notice anything. Wait, I gotta pause it right on the right frame. But his ankle's sideways. Radiologists and physical therapists in the chat, let me know. You got the forward and back motion, that's like plantar and something flexion. I don't think you're supposed to be able to rotate your ankle sideways like that. He said the recovery's about 3 months. It's actually been a little over 2 months since he broke it, and now he's in physical therapy learning to walk again for the next month. Definitely expecting it to be very strange to finally get back on the wall because the floor feels weird enough. That's insane. That's the most serious injury we've had in the subreddit so far. Thankfully, he was filming it for Instagram. Wasn't filming it for the subreddit. It's not, he wasn't trying to get a clip for the Church of Dynology. He was trying to get a clip. It's Instagram's fault. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. That does suck. I'm sorry to hear about that though. That's really a rough injury to have, like actually snapping your leg in half like that, but hopefully, you recover well, you get back out there, start dynoing again. Take care of yourselves. Don't put your ankles in unnecessary risk. Besides you guys breaking your ankles doing dynos, I actually ran into some fellow dynoists at a gym in Indianapolis last week. I don't remember the name of the gym, but they had this gym that has like a bar in it, and Ryan and I have been climbing all day filming a pretty sick video. I'm really excited for you guys to see. It's gonna be a while though. But we climbed for like 5 hours, and then we decided to go to this other gym because apparently it has a bar you can drink and climb. We go in, and I told the guy, I was like, where's the bar? And he got like pissed at me right away. And he was like, just so you know, you cannot drink and climb. And I was like, first of all, 2 things. Don't get an attitude with me because you put a bar in your rock climbing gym. Second thing, don't put a bar in your rock climbing gym and then get mad at people for asking where the bar is. Anyway, I got a little carried away there, sorry. I ran into some fellow dynoists at the gym, one of them being Hermball. I'm not gonna say your real name because I know you probably, don't want everyone on the internet knowing your name. And I actually did this blue dyno next to her, and somehow I didn't see this one. So good job on the dyno. I don't know how I missed that. Also looking now, I can see that there's a green one right there too. There were 3 dynos right here, and I only saw the blue one. I try to do every dyno when I travel. Great dyno though. I almost said your name again. Hermball, great dyno. She even hung around for a little bit to get this video of me doing this pretty sick dyno. I got a little bit of a better shot of it, but she had met the Pope of the church, got his permission to post this video. Brandon climbed at my gym randomly the other day. He's so nice. I'm not really that nice. I just talk a lot. Common misconception. If you don't shut up, people are just desperate to get away, and then afterward they're like, "Yeah, he was really nice. I really needed to, get out of there." I'm actually curious what I look like from a fresh perspective. I always, get to see the film right afterward. This was my first time doing it, and then I did it again to film it. Oh hell yeah, dude walked in the way right when I stuck it. I do appreciate you asking for permission. For the most part, I don't really care if you see me and you get a video of me climbing or whatever. At least, if you come up and say hi first, it's a little more normal. If I just turn around and people are videotaping me that I haven't met or talked to, kind of weird. That hasn't happened. But yeah, we met, she got a video. I don't really care. Unless you like get a video of me alone in the corner, like fishing around in my ass crack and then like smelling it. I'd appreciate if you don't post stuff like that. But for the most part, if I'm climbing and we're hanging out, I don't really give a shit. Insane dyno coordination link up. So this is a dyno into a coordination move. Okay, so we got the coordination dyno, another coordination dyno, and another coordination dyno. 3 coordination dynos. It looks like you made that significantly harder than it needed to be, or easier, I guess, faster. You definitely made it faster. This may be the most intense start to finish dyno I've ever seen. It's all one continuous dyno. I mean, does that count as one move? These comp kids are built different, I'll tell you what. Speaking of comp kids, we got Sean Reherm with another top post, old boulder set for a competition. The setters wanted a dyno to the sidewall, but I wanted to keep going. All right, Sean Reherm's adopting the wobbly camera start technique. I like it. Huge dyno into a paddle to the finish. Okay, I see what he means now. So they wanted you to dyno to pretty much, look at that power shot. Oh my God, dude, your legs must be so strong. So he was supposed to dyno, I think, over to this and then kind of get himself in that corner. He didn't even use the right volume at all, the big round one. Probably supposed to come up here and then probably just static the second part, or maybe like paddle into it, but they look good enough to static. And he just, you know, being Sean Reherm, just goes straight into a paddle dyno. I'm curious what grade this is. Can I get a shot of the grade? V13? Does that say V13? All right, it looks like it's says like F23. I don't know what that means, but okay, it's not a V13. He probably made it into a V13, but we can rest assured knowing it's not a V13. It's a F23. Seeing this gives me an idea. I have a challenge for you, Sean, if you decide to accept it. If you guys saw my last video, you know that next week we're not doing the regular Church of Dynology. We're doing, that sounded so weird. We're doing dumb dynos only. Specifically, if you guys can do either selfie, 360, or salute dynos. My challenge for you, Sean, is to combine the salute and the 360 dyno. Can you be the first one to do a 360 salute dyno? And remember, while doing the salute dyno, you have to be able to be in proper feet down salute position. Let's see what you got. 360 dyno or nah? Well, you came to the right place, seeing as I am now the official authority on 360 dynos. I know some of y'all about to hate on this, but I'm just stoked to do my first spinning dyno. You know, we'll only hate on you if it's not a 360 dyno. I also like how the flare used is under the discussion tab. I'm glad that I made the flare optional. It doesn't seem to be the most popular thing. People are either just not using it or using it completely wrong. Like, discussion's supposed to be for text posts, and then like people are just not using DM 1 through 3 at all. I'm gonna change it after this video. I'm gonna try to make it a little more streamlined. I don't think the world's ready for the DM 1 through 5 system yet. Sorry, Dyno Police, but we're not there yet. All right, 360 dyno or nah? Where's he going to? Oh shit. That was definitely a 360 dyno. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say you've confirmed 360 dynoist here. I also just realized this is like a really easy boulder, and this is a start to finish dyno. This is one of the coolest start to finish dynos I've ever seen. This is actually the first start to finish 360 dyno. So not only is it a 360 dyno, you were worried it wasn't gonna be a 360 dyno. You're way off point there. It actually is a 360 dyno, and it's the first start to finish 360 dyno. Congratulations. Yo, that was clean. Sean Reherm even thinks it was a good 360 dyno. Maybe you could also compete, you and Sean Reherm. 360 salute dyno. Selfie 360 salute dyno. Is Xena the best dynoist in the world? Xena the dyno princess. Dude, this brings me back so much. Hercules and Xena. Everybody, when I was growing up, my sister's name is Gina, and everyone used to call her Xena all the time because she was like 5'11" by the time she was a freshman in high school. All right, starting off with some static climbing. Not my favorite Xena, but here come the static climbers. They're pissed. They know the Xena's about to do some epic dynos. Oh no. Dodges the arrows. Huge dyno up to the tree branch. What you gonna do now? Even bigger dyno. It's so cool. I love dude, these shots are amazing. I love that. This is what I want to do in the future. This is why I've been stressing the 360 dyno so much. Right now, it may look small, my little 360 dynos, but by locking in a 360 dyno, it means I can start working my way up to shit like this. So this is the guy who posted last week the Urine Cruder dyno. I'm pretty sure that the Climbing Panda, this is just Urine Cruder in disguise. This is his anonymous Reddit account. All right, let's see what you got, Urine. Damn, those holds look bad. That is a wild dyno off some really bad holds. I know we're not doing guess the grade, but if we were, I'd be in that V8 plus territory. Also, Watch the ankles. No wonder you guys are out here breaking your ankles, doing stuff like this. Be careful, for God's sake. There we go. Classic Urine, finish there at the end. I'm on to you, Urine, I know that's you. Bad quality, but sick run across action. Let's see the sick run across action. Pretty cool. And he goes back to the start. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, let's see it. Oh, this might be my new favorite one. He's like building up. He just did all these dynos and he's like ready for this big lâché. He just smashes his heels into the wall. Ah! I was pretty underwhelmed at first. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, oh, that was cool. And then he goes back and then he does this huge dyno, the downward dyno, and then just the best part of the video right here. My favorite part. He's so hyped on this. Just, dude, the editing on this, priceless, perfect editing. Donation to the church. This jug has been absolutely destroyed. How did that even happen? How hard did you have to pull on the jug? At Dyno Police, does this start jug go to heaven or hell because it broke during a step-up dyno? You stomped on it so hard that it broke off. This is why you guys are breaking your ankles. What is with all the ankle stuff going on? You don't need to step so hard that you're snapping jugs in half to do a step-up dyno. Also, obviously it's gonna go to heaven. It died during a dyno. If it broke during a static climb, then the jug would go to hell. This one is gonna go to dynoist heaven. Dude, that thing is absolutely destroyed. Look how clean of a break that is. You must have stomped the shit out of that hold. Learned how to lâché for this one. First move was rough. Now this is a very important post. A lot of you are probably like, what's so special about it? It's just a regular post. Well, somebody may or may not have tipped me off that this one has a little spoiler down here. And ooh, if I click it, I'm not going to, it will tell me the grade of the climb, which means that we are starting Guess the Grade. Now, I asked you guys last week what you guys thought of Guess the Grade, and it seems like a lot of people really like it, but the one improvement that everybody had, which I think is a great idea, is having the grade available after I guess it. So being like, I'm guessing it's a V5, which is what I'll always guess, and then being like, oh, it was a V3 once I find out. And this person, if this is in fact the right post, has the grade under a little spoiler thing here. So if you guys can all figure out how to do what this person did and put it there, for the future stuff, I'm gonna make Guess the Grade its own flair, and you guys can put your own Guess the Grades in here and put the little spoiler thing. I think that'll make Guess the Grade a lot more fun. We're gonna try to do that for now on in the future. I'm actually really excited for this. This is my first like real Guess the Grade, or I'm gonna know if I'm right or not. This makes it way more fun. So we're starting off on looks like a campus crimp to 2 big jugs. So we're already in that like V2, V3 territory looking. Okay, we just jumped up to like V6 territory. Okay, so they're all really big holds. That move looks pretty tough. Still looks like in that V6 territory. I would say, you know, not everything with big holds is easy. Like Rainbow Rocket has 2 giant holds and it's a V11. But I will say it definitely helps. That lâché looks really hard though. And it's a really big lâché and you don't have a lot of room because you're already pretty low to the ground. So I'm gonna say this is at minimum a V6. I can see it being a V7 also. I'm gonna say besides the lâché, it all looks pretty like V4, V5. So I'm gonna say it's probably a V6. Overall, my guess for the grade is V6 with just a really hard crux lâché move. All right, the moment of truth. My first official Guess the Grade reveal. What will the actual grade be? V6, V7. Let's go! I almost went with V5 also. I almost went with V5, and I knew this one was just a little too hard to be V5. I'm a master. We got Sasquatch back. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Sasquatch, and we're gonna guess the grade of your lâché plus backwards catch. Now, he put this as a DM4. I'm pretty sure a lâché dyno is actually a DM2, but that's why we might veer away from the system. It's a little confusing. That looked pretty tough. The holds looked good, not great. And then what do we have here? Damn, like a bicep curl dyno. That's pretty sick. That's gonna be a tough one to grade. I'm gonna go with, I wanna say V5, but I'm trying not to grade everything V5. So maybe, just maybe, this could be considered a V6. It doesn't look hard enough to be V6, but it looks too hard to be V4. God damn it, it's a V5. I don't care. It's a V5. Now this one does not have a grade posted that I see. We got a white chip. White chip, I'm gonna say in a lot of gyms, I've seen consistently actually, white is like V2 to V4. This looks too hard to be V2 to V4, maybe it is. This is why we need the new system. I'm just guessing the grade and then guessing what the guessed grade actually is. It doesn't help. Men's final block 1 from the 2023 CWIF competition. I don't know what CWIF is, but I assume it's a very legitimate competition climbing thing. And also, where there are competition climbs, there are dynos. This is gonna be a hard one to guess the grade because he probably didn't even know the grade because I don't think they post grades for comp climbs, but we'll see. Okay, so he's going the opposite way that I thought he was going. Interesting. We're already in that, I'm gonna say V6 and up territory. This is definitely gonna be at least V7. I'm already just reading the rest of it. Those footholds are terrible. Using the arete. Still in that, yeah, I'm gonna say V7 to V8 now. We're in that V8 territory. For our final guess the grade, we have nice V7 dyno. You're probably wondering why I picked one that has the grade in the title. Well, now I feel like it's way more fun to have the grade, and I want to do at least one more where I get to guess the grade. Now, I do already know it, but maybe I can contest it, right? Maybe I don't think it's a V7. I'm really just excited for the new format now. I'm kind of done with guess the grade with the current format. It's way more fun when I can actually see what the grade is afterward. Thank you guys for that suggestion. All right, so we're on a pretty steep overhang. Big ricochet dyno. Okay, no, never mind. You just hold it. So just big dyno off to a side pull, up into a Gaston, pulling over. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously at least a V7. It's pretty hard to contest this with the amount of overhang. I can see it maybe being like a V6, but it looks overhung enough to where those moves are probably pretty rough, especially right here. Like the dyno itself looks pretty chill. Like you just dyno out to that and then you catch it, no big deal. But then you have to come up into a Gaston while leaning back like this and then pressing and coming over. Like that looks pretty miserable. I'm gonna agree with that. V7, you know, I'm just really good at guessing the grade, no big deal. Literal Church of Dynology is the Holy Spirit aid. In Belgium, empty churches are being turned into businesses. Somebody turned a church into a rock climbing gym. That's actually, this is gonna be probably shocking to some of you. There is a gym in Cincinnati. It is an old church. So I've actually seen this before. I've actually thought of that joke in the past, but I know the guy who owns it. I don't wanna like put my own Reddit and video stuff onto his thing by calling it like, it's the official church, but he does have a church of rock climbingology. I don't know if he would call it the Church of Dynology. This is pretty sick though. Like imagine if Tomoa bought a church in Belgium. It has to be in Belgium apparently. If Tomoa buys a church, turns it into a gym, it would be the most official Church of Dynology there has been. I would do it too, but I'm pretty sure a church would be like, that's gotta be at least $1 million. Probably, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably so much more than $1 million. It's so like, I don't know how much property costs, okay? How much does a church cost? I feel like, I guess the building alone, plus the fact that you're buying property in the city, it's probably like at least 10 million actually. My first submission to the church, Passat. Rectangle. I'm so tired of this. Everybody says that if it shows the rectangles, it means that like it can't render the emoji. Why would a PC not be able to render an emoji? It makes no sense. It's like 200 times as powerful as my cell phone. All right, here it is. My first submission to the church, Passat, salute, and then a cross. All right, see, that makes a little bit more sense. I kind of like rectangle more, but I get it. I get the general idea. It's also playing the video, so I kind of saw the first bit already. All right, let's see the PSAT dyno. I know he's trying to do, yeah, some type of paddle thing. I saw it on my phone. I didn't see him get it yet. Have not seen the finished result. It's pretty cool. I like doing stuff like this a lot. I know a lot of people think it's like a waste of time or kind of worthless. Not, I guess a lot of people, static climbers think that, but it does help a lot to practice stuff like this. Like even silly stuff like this, he's gonna get it right here. Hell yeah. Good shit. But stuff like this is really cool because it really does help in random ways. Like you think you're just having fun and goofing around, but then you end up coming across climbs that have a move kind of like this and you're way more well equipped to be able to do moves like that in the future. This has turned into a lecture about why dynos are good for climbers. Good shit. Donating this V6 dyno to the church, can I make this a tax write-off? All right, let's see what a V6 dyno looks like. Oh, it's a Lachey dyno. Okay, well, I hate to inform you, Lachey dynos cannot be used as tax write-offs. I'm sorry, it has to be a DM4. So we might have a big throw here. Oh, it just straight dynoed to it. I'm pretty sure you could have like done this type of thing, but you did a DM4, you can use that for your tax write-off. Cannot use, he looks like a deer in headlights where the video's paused. It looks like, did you know this was being filmed? You look like shocked that somebody's filming you. Good dyno though, definitely looks like a V6. I'm not just saying that because you already said it was a V6. Is this a DM5? Yes, I can tell you already this is absolutely going to be, this is clearly a paddle dyno. This is going to be a DM5 unless you stop on the first hold. Very nice. You could have used the flare. I put a lot of time. Actually, Dyno, please put way more time into it than I did, but put a lot of time into making that flare. Cool finish. I like those upside down finishes. Cool flare though. A lot of cool flare. People aren't using it. You could have put DM5 as the flare for this DM5 dyno. First paddle dyno. Why do the emojis show up on this one? So some emojis it likes, some it does not. This one's perfectly fine. It does not like the salute emoji. All right, let's see this first paddle dyno ever. Dude, I am the ceiling. Oh my God. All right. Cool paddle dyno. Very good for a first paddle dyno too. Pretty solid. That's a big one. Big beefy paddle dyno. Epic. DM5. Maybe put the, maybe use the flare. Maybe, what do I need to do to sell you guys on using the flare? That's a DM5, you could use it. Also, what's going on with the ceiling here? Absolutely disgusting. You need to get out of that gym as soon as possible unless you want, asbestos in your lungs. A lot of gyms can get away with being dirty because, there's chalk. So you'll be like, oh, there's a bunch of dust up here. And they're like, no, it's just chalk. And it's like 10% chalk. The rest of it's dust. That is not chalk. That is something you should not be inhaling on the ceiling there. You need to get out of there as soon as possible. Very nice first paddle dyno though. So those are all of our dynos for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, next week, we're doing dumb dynos. They don't have to be selfie, 360, or salute dynos. I'm mostly gonna review those, but if you have any other dumb dynos you can come up with, I'd be a big fan. Maybe somebody does a backflip dyno, maybe somebody does a front flip dyno, maybe somebody does a 540 dyno. I'm really waiting on that one. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. I'll see you next week.